Oh, wow. Ha ha. First card that popped up in the reverse is the George G.M. James card. Scorpio power. Author, historian, writer, teacher, philosopher, ancient knowledge and wisdom, teacher of mathematics, logic, languages, Greek and Latin. In reverse is hate of knowledge, philosophy, wisdom, denial of your work done in a public setting, professionally, mysterious, sickness, and some type of mysterious death, mentally, spiritually, physically, and ethically. This was in the upright. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. GM James came out with Stolen Legacy. Shout out to the ancestor in the building. So just by this coming out, okay, the second card in the reverse, the Indian Noon Kingdom. This will be home only to all straight-haired peoples such as Indian, Dravidians, Pakistan, and Afghanistanians. After the 2025 cataclysm, all other races will be able to visit with kingdom guards chaperoned for a limited time and must be escorted off the motherland until later time. In the reverse means you may not be allowed to visit. So that means that Europeans can't go nowhere. They will have to establish their own. They will have to be given their own area because they ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. They ain't gonna be able to go in India. They ain't. No, they ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. In the reverse, the female NoopooH marriage card. The wives and mothers be role models for the girls and the homemakers as only females can. If there be no extra eligible females in the society, the males cannot have but one wife each. If it so happens in a true culture society that the number of eligible men for marriage outnumbers the number of eligible women, the extra men may so find their wives in some other country of their own kind. And this also holds true for female persons who do not wish to be a wife among wives in household. See, get a little bit more clarity. Okay, you have the next card is the NoopooH Diverse at Birth card. advice card. This card reminds old couples and new couples to strive to work out their differences and to remember how important it is to keep the family together by any positive, intelligent reasons. The survival and thriving of the family unit is the only true model that will ensure that it survives and not stay in its decay and deformed state as we see today at the time of this writing. 11/12/2023, and the reverse means there are pending issues needing to be looked at very carefully in order to establish stability once again. There you have it. So that means that because of the state that this world is in, we we are nowhere near becoming where as far as females, a lot of them is nowhere near entering into a Noonaboo marriage. So a lot of things has to be reversed in that department in order for them to move forward and to be able to accept liberation for their race from getting this correct information. The next card that just popped out in the upright from my question did Trump have Charlie Kirk removed for speaking against Israel? And this card came out. Yeah, this card came out. Justice. King of the bottom half, 6 ether and 9 ether generator, judge, judgment, rules, Armageddon, justice, balance, Ma'at, Libra, fairness, moral structure, foundation, law and order, equality, based on each race's nature, punishment, liberty, happiness, knowledge, honor, plenty, expansion, luck, travel, innocence, world respect, mental resurrection. So there you have it. There you have it. Well, it already showed the moon. The moon came out. The moon card came out in my fourth question. That Benjamin Netanyahu have Charlie Kirk assassinated. So that came out in the fourth question that I asked. And then in the sixth question of me asking, did Trump have Charlie Kirk removed for speaking against Israel? Judgment card popped out. Wow. So, okay, and you have, okay, as far as the marriage, not on that level of marriage yet. A lot of stuff have to be reversed for those things, you know, a lot of things have to be looked into to move forward on that level of entering into a Noonaboo marriage. Because they're not ready as far as how everything going now. They're not ready. They out here doing some crazy things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so happy that I didn't choose any of these, and that's because I'm on the right side of information. They on the incorrect side of information. Okay, now my last question is, okay, now let me see if anyone do any of you remember who the lady was that hold up. I'm about to do this. Okay, where is that? Oh, here we go. Okay. Do anybody know who Erica Kirk is? She's Charlie Kirk's wife. Okay. Did you all know that she had closer ties to Trump from a long time ago when Trump was a part of the USA pageant? She participated in the Miss Arizona USA 2012 pageant, which she won on her 23rd birthday, and then represented Arizona in Miss USA 2012, but failed to place. Okay, and I mind you that I remind you that Turning Point USA was started in 2012. So they was grooming Charlie Kirk way before. I mean, long time ago. He was 18 years old when the Turning Point USA was established. Yeah. Was established. So my question is, was Erica Kirk Charlie Kirk's handler? My last question. And also, that little speech that she gave, that when she stood up, it was ingenuous. You can tell it was acting. She wasn't sincere. She was up there fake crying. So yeah, that's my question. Was Erica Kirk Charlie Kirk's handler? Because it seemed like they've been grooming him. Okay, the first card that came out is Z-Lo and Z-La in the reverse. These god and goddess are responsible for all stomachs and intestines for mankind, animals, mammals, reptiles, insects, etc. This is a divide and separate card. These powers carry mental, spiritual, physical, and financial nutrients and one's life for continual energy for strength to accomplish goals. It also provides defenses against toxic persons, places, and things. In the reverse, the ability to process and protect fails. Well, that's what she's doing. She's it says she failed to place. She failed to place in the the Miss USA in 2012. But in this case, her ability was to process and protect fails pertaining to what happened in the removal of Charlie Kirk. Okay. The mercy and forgiveness card in reverse. Listen to reason. The mercy, forgiveness, and scapegoat dogma of religion obstruct justice. Justice is hard and also heavy, and if it is tempered with mercy and forgiveness and scapegoatism, it is not justice any longer, but compromise for transgression instead. When justice becomes compromise, the compromise encourages further iniquities and transgressions, and we end up with a world like we have today at the time of this writing. Okay, let me go in a little further with this. Okay, the mercy and forgiveness. Get a little bit more clarity on the reading. Okay. The next card is the mercy and forgiveness card. This card is the upright stance for the obstruction of justice by way of religion, scapegoatism, which is passing blame to others to escape the consequences for a time. When mercy and forgiveness is added, it's no longer justice but compromise for transgression. We see this play out in the court in favor of the rich versus the poor on many levels. In the spiritual sense, the opinion of those who rule with religion allow opinions to outweigh facts that keeps people following in belief. This is done by giving hope that wrongdoers will pay one day and that you should love your enemies until then. While the negative forces help delay penalties for the evils done. When people forgive the wrongs doing, it passes the punishment temporarily to the forgivers for a time. This is done to teach people to stop being foolish and stand up and refuse to be used. In the reverse, it means all guilty parties will receive the full amount of wrong deeds done to the innocent parties. Okay, so being that that is in reverse, all the guilty parties will get what's coming to them. Okay, in reverse, Reepoo, the sun. So being that it's in reverse, then that goes back to the moon again, because it's in reverse. The reverse of the sun, you got 9 ether and you got moon 6 ether. So there you have it. See the 9. I don't know if you can see that. The 9 and the 6. There you go. 9 up top, 6 down the bottom. Hey. Now the last card in the upright, the QueeRaOopoo Sun card. Well, being that she a Leo, I said sun, but yeah, the QueeRaOopoo NoopooH card. Heart and lion power, center of attention, protective, mysterious nature, strong intuition, happiness, boost in finances, creative, diligent, good talker, rebel, freedom, revolutionary, leader, bored easily. In reverse is ego and identity issues, insecure, need validation, suspicious, impulsive, verbal weapon when angry, feels lonely, fear of failure. So basically, what we have is the heart. That goes back to what I that goes back to the heart of what I read further. You got the heart card, and you got the Reepoo card. And that right there is going to bring happiness in the lives of these children. Heart and lion power, yeah. Okay, so there you have it. So basically, the Zulu and the Zila, stomach and intestines, basically go hand in hand with this one. You got the Zulu and Zila in the reverse. You have the Bilo and Bila in the upright. Representing the heart and the intestines, you got Jupiter and Neptune. Jupiter and Neptune working together in this reading to basically, and once again, I'm going to read that to close out this reading for tonight. Okay, you have so you got the genitals, which is March, and you got service to humanity, self-transcendence, self-sacrifice, retreats from the world, unacknowledged or repressed parts of oneself. And that goes for both, that's the reading for both of those cards for the 12th house. Yes, for the 12th house. Okay, so a recap on what I read tonight. So you have, okay, the Phoenician, the Pantheism card, yeah, the whipping power. Yeah, they in for a whipping. That's what's happening. They in for a whipping. But as far as Charlie Kirk, yes, he was removed. He was removed for speaking against Israel. That showed up in my reading when I did the 6th reading. When I did the 6th reading for my question, when I asked, did Trump have Charlie Kirk removed speaking against Israel? And this card came up. Jupiter represents judgment, expansion. Yeah. Expansion in, finances or anything in the positive. All right. That includes my reading for tonight. True peace, kins and friends.